And now to our other big story tonight. Another mid-air disturbance. An off-duty flight attendant disrupted a Delta Airlines flight, forcing an emergency landing.
Passengers had to intervene along with other crew, and it's not the first time. CBS 2's Rick Montanez has more on why we seem to be hearing more and more of these cases lately.
Another scare in the sky, this time on board a Delta flight out of LAX. Several people take down a man at the front of the plane. Passengers say they first heard a strange announcement from that man.
And said, everyone please take your seat and get ready to put on an oxygen mask, and then attempted to open the door of the plane.
Delta Airlines confirms it was an off-duty flight attendant who was subdued by the flight crew. Passengers say the pilot even called for help.
The pilot made an announcement and said, all able-bodied men, please come to the forward, there's an emergency. Come to the front.
This comes as the FAA reports a disturbing rise in passenger disruptions this year, including this incident a week ago on a flight to LAX, where the passenger got up and banged on the cockpit door. And in May, a flight attendant was attacked by a passenger on a Southwest flight. Passengers at LAX say it's a troubling pattern.
Of course, it's distressful, but you kind of weigh those pros and cons, especially whenever you're wanting to travel.
Mo Gelbart, the director of behavioral health at the Torrance Memorial Medical Center, says society as a whole is likely dealing with PTSD related to the pandemic. As we near its end, that light at the end of the tunnel, stress, anxiety, and depression can boil over.
Something triggered those people. They weren't trying to hijack the plane, so something triggered them. Or so it's similar to maybe road rage.
Well, some travelers worry. Others say dealing with an unruly passenger is a risk you take on any flight.
So I think we should abide by the rules and try not to give the flight attendants, the flight crew, a hard time.
So how do we keep the stress from taking over? Gelbart says try using a calming app or listening to some music, and make sure to take deep breaths. At LAX, Rick Montanez, CBS 2 News.